So, hello everyone. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Patricia Pinheiro. I'm from our partners Atlantica, EIA in Portugal. We are part of the DEED project. And first of all, welcome to one of the more session of the Green Week. We are streaming the session on YouTube. This session makes part of the Green Week that, as you know, we are receiving some emails regarding all the sessions that we have. This is the second day. We will have sessions until Friday. So you're welcome to join any of them. You have the schedule on our Green Week page, but in case you don't find it, it's easy. You can access our Facebook or even ask us by email the other sessions that are available, the national ones. During the whole week. First of all, this session, it will be more or less a tutorial workshop session. So you will learn how to do some educational games. This is not just for me to talk all the 1 hour, but also for you to test and to try to do your own game with the tips that I will give you. We will do two types of games. Okay, we will do one will be a puzzle, and the other game will be augmented reality one. But don't think that, oh, augmented reality, I don't know how to use it, because the software that I will show you how to use it, it's so simple that with more or less than three steps, you will be able to create your own augmented reality game. Okay, so you can use it with your students. But first, I will share a link on the chat. So please, I will open a poll, because this game, it's your game, because you are the one assisting this webinar. So will be the game for you, and I want to have some ideas about what the game will be. So if you can go to the poll and select the first question, that what key message should the green game convey? You have four options, and I want you to click on of those options that are available and just answer, so I can know exactly which the games that we could start with. We have climate change awareness, sustainable lifestyle practices, renewable energy solutions, or environmental conversation. Okay, I have already four people sign it. Let's see if we have more. Okay, 8 votes already. Great. The sustainable lifestyle practices are winning, but the climate change awareness is giving some space. Let's decide it. 14 votes already. So this game will be a puzzle. And I will teach you also to access some free tools that you can generate some images or some comics also. We have 53% on sustainable lifestyle practices. Let's see more 10 seconds to see if we have any other votes. And I think the winner will be sustainable lifestyle practices with 60% of the votes. Thank you for those are voting, but don't close the pool already, because I need to know more about our game. So it's about sustainable lifestyle practices, that's for sure. But what type of game format do you think that will be more engaging for the learners? Would be adventure story driven, simulation strategy, quiz based challenges, or puzzle solving? Could you just choose your option? We have already some votes for adventure. The adventure story driven is winning, puzzle solving, adventure is winning with 57% of the votes. Let's see if we can get 17 votes as the first option, 12 votes already. Adventure story driven is really winning. So I would think that the simulation or quiz based challenge or puzzle solving will not be the chosen one. Let's see if we can have more 2 votes to close the pool, because I think that's important. We're not just doing a game for me, but a game for you. So it's important for you to choose the game that you want. Let's see. Climate change will be, it's one of the chats, but unfortunately we have sustainability practices. So we have a winner also. We have adventure story driven. Okay, so this will be a tutorial, but I told you it's not just on my side. So thankfully you have opportunity to play already. I will share with you a link of a platform that we used for a DEED project. But before that, I will show you our green. If you didn't have the chance to visit our website, I will show you, and I will copy the link first. I apologize, you will see my face again on your screen. But this is our website. You have here, I sent you the website to the resources. You have here the resources in micro lesson library. you'll find here, and you can check our multiplier event, in this case the conference for different national events, and also the welcome session yesterday that explain how to use it, the template, the teacher's guide. You have time to review it. It's also available on our YouTube channel. And after the session, after this week, we will give you the links to watch it again, so you will know exactly which are the categories and how to find it. But if you click on one of the micro lessons here, you will have different types infographics. You will have different types of micro lessons with videos, podcasts, images, some interviews, some games, and you just have to choose one of these if you want to pass by. But this tutorial will be at one of the micro lessons that we develop. We develop a crossword puzzle. This is a crossword that you have to fill with information. Just putting this on mute. Oh, sorry. Okay, great. Um, Also, we have the treasure hunt uh, game, the auto collaborate game that you have some earth icons, and those earth icons, we have the information regarding it. Some puzzle game also with the pieces here, and you can play along with the questions. And at the end, we have other game that is memory game. So as you can see, you have a lot of options to choose, and please feel free to also choose other macro lessons that have a lot of important content for you to play. So let's start with the beginning, okay? So the tool that we use, it's called Interactive, and I will give you the link. Just one second. I will share the link with you. Just let me mute some participants. Thank you. um, for those that are getting now on the chat, we already choose the game format, and we also choose the topic. So I will send you now a link on your chat so you can access the tool. I will share with you the tool that we are using so you can understand what you are talking about. In this case, we use this tool that calls Interactive. I have my account. My account is premium, but with the free account, you can create whatever you want. You click on the icon for those that are starting. You have a blue button on the top with call, start, or create an account, but feel free to, if you have questions, feel free to write them on the chat or on the link that I gave you. It's already a poll for Q&A. You go here at create, and you can create one game with the model already prepared. That is something that is quicker because you can use a crossword already prepared for you, a mathematics game, or a solar panel, a solar system game, true and or false game, a trivia one, a rank, or you can use a lot of different games that are already prepared on this platform, but we are here to create one from scratch. So I will choose to start and create one with from zero. Okay. So in this case, if you create one game from zero, you will be able to design whatever you want in this case. So from our options, as I remember, we are doing a sustainable lifestyle practices, and the winner was adventure story driven. Okay. So if you want to start with the game, in this case, you will have this is in Portuguese because I'm I'm Portuguese, but you can choose. You have the buttons on your own language. You have with all the blocks, all options is the blue one, and you have all this icon here so that you can choose whatever you want to play with. So I will start. Maybe we can choose one of the games here. I will decide now the biscuits games. It's like a game that you have to open one of the lucky biscuits here, and with if you open one of them, you will have a mystery to solve. So it's adventure story driven. Depending on the story that each biscuit has, you have to decide what are the next steps. So you can choose a biscuit game or slide slow one, finding a pair, a puzzle. It's a lot of different options, and feel free to ask whatever you want to, because it's a lot of different options. But let's start with this one, okay? In case you want to do an educational game, you have to pay attention to a lot of critical things, that it has to be able for the different players to understand the rules. So the first tip is to create a first page with the rules or guidelines for the players. After it, you have to personalize to your own audience. In this case, if we are talking about students at vocational schools, maybe something more interactive, but not so not for so the young people to play with, would be something interest. And that's why we need to use some AI tools. And I'm giving you some tips. Let me just stop sharing the screen right now, but if you have any questions, I have to check on the chat right now, but I think everything's fine for now. But let's see, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. In case you want to do a comics, to start with, just let me share my screen. We have this tool that calls AI Comic Generator.net. And with this tool, you can create some images or puzzles. And with the interactory, it will be divided in pieces. So the story could be driven by this adventure. So you can create an AI cosmic game, and with some tools or practices from the different AI tools. In this case, I put a climate change. With kids, you have to put the prompt, story prompts here in this case, and with the characters or the base of the story here on the, I put a green world. So you can generate images with different topics and also with different types of design. Okay, if you want a more neutral style, you can click on this, a climate change, and I'll put adventure, kids, young, school. Some keywords would be enough, and it will generate the story. Okay, and with the story, you can use image as a background of your game, or even to divide it in pieces. Okay, so I will start now with this one. This is loading. In this case, we are doing the height here. We are doing the adventure driven one. So I will give you the link for those that don't have the link already for this on the chat. So you can open it here. And I will create, in this case, I will create a code for our uh, lucky biscuit. Okay. So it's loading the story. You are able to see it, right? I think so. You are able to see it. Yes. So our story here with some kids already, it's loading the last piece, and with that we can create an image that we can use on our game. So this is a game that already is preparing something here with the neutral style. So you can download it by clicking on it. It's loading here, but if you wait a little bit, it will click on it, will be appear save as PDF, or you prefer, you can take a really quick snapshot of your screen and select the option that you prefer and save it as an image. It will be not with a lot of quality, but since this is a short time for a lot of tutorials, let's make them quick. So I have already the image prepared for our game, and I will share the game tab with you. What I will do is, if you want to add a page, you will go here to add a page, and you could add a page with different topics that are connected with each other, or just add a page with a simple interactive. And to add an image, you go here on calls add image, share on your library, and when you open your library, you can select one of the image that you already have on your laptop, on your computer. And in this case, the comics prepared this image for me, so I will select it. And could be our cover image. If you want to add some text to your rules or first page, you could add some text here as a title or something else. In this case, our text would be sustainable lifestyle practices and adventure story driven game. So we can put it here. sustainable life track practices. The format, I will not pay a lot of attention because we have a short time to do it, but just to have some draft for you, driven game. Okay, I think for now it's okay with the games, but in case you want to add some text, like how to play the game and how to what the rules are, you can add some text. If you want to add a button, this button will be like a start button, like ready, or in this case start. You can change the color. In this case, you can change it to green because we are thinking about sustainability. Let's put green on it, and this will be the first page. So since this is the first page, I have to make this one uh, after the first page. So I will click on the button that's it's or arrow for to down. So I will click this, and this will be the first page to show up. Okay, so to program the button, it's really simple. Okay, so you just click on the button, and you see what does mean the link to the other page. You have to click internal page, because if you click internal page, you will see, okay, my page one will connect with the page I call home in this case, but you can change the name of the page, like first page, so you can modify to the game. So if we play it, will be the first image, and we call now start. So you see, it's already integrated. Great. And to come back to the page that you are editing the game, you go to editor. Okay. Any questions for now? Everything is fine. I think I'm not. Okay, I think for now we have it. Okay, so in case you want to add other things like music on the background, or you want to add a video, you just have to select it here. Okay, and you will be able to add everything you want. Okay, now we are editing this. So to edit the game itself, you have to click on the blue button on the top, and you can edit the color on the background. Let's put it white. Or if you want, you can load a picture. Okay, in this case, imagine that we want to load the picture from we start the game with, we can load, but I think it's a lot of information on the background, so let us put it white for beginning. And imagine that you have your own game and you want to add a logo of your school, or a picture of your activity, or other picture than this one. You can change it if you want. Okay, imagine that we want to put the deed logo in it. Okay, so I have the deed logo somewhere here, and I want to add the deed logo instead of the biscuit. You see, I can edit, and when I save it, the student will click on the deed logo instead of the biscuit one. So you see, it's personalized as much as you want. But I want to come back to the previous, so I will delete this one to not have issues. Okay, and I will copy this one. So you can personalize as much as you want. Also, imagine sometimes the language doesn't have the correct font, and you can modify as much as you want also. Imagine that you want also to mix the options. So every time a student starts playing, doesn't have the first option as the first option, has other one, and it's not always some fixed option. You can click on the first option that will mix up the database, and the first icon will never be the same after the game start. Okay, you can hide the restart button if you want, and in case it fails, because you can put questions on it or create a storytelling, you can remove it, the form about the failing part. And a call to action button if you have a website or a task or a PowerPoint infographic that you want to connect and redirect to a results screen. So let's start with the beginning. Okay, let's create some codes. Okay, I have some codes already prepared for you. Let me select here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask because it's a lot of information. So feel free to ask. Here, let me see on the other chat. Okay, no Q&As, so I will proceed. So let's have small actions lead to big changes. Start today. So we can edit this code to our small icon. Okay, so in case a student select this one, he will open this icon here, and we can select the image that will be generated with this. To design new images, we have also AI tools. That's why I'm opening this one for you right now. Just 1 second. I will give you an app that calls Leonardo.ai. It is. You need time to exercise. Okay, but it's a lot of information. I want to do like a simple game, but you can review the tutorial after it. But um, so you have the app slash Leonardo.ai, and is a tool that you have to create an account, but you have like you have coins. Those coins you can use it to generate images. So in this case, I will use this code as a prompt, and if I use this as a prompt, it will generate some images. Okay, so you have 150 coins, and you can go here on image creation, and with image creation you can, in this case, select the prompt. You will lose 24 coins in this case, and it will generate some images with this code right here. I will add the other ones that I already have prepared for you. So sustainability, isn't a trend, it's a way of life. Reuse, reduce, recycle, and repeat. The planet is our home. Let's keep it clean. Choose refuse. Choose to refuse single use plastics. A greener tomorrow starts with today's choices. Okay, so the card number 2 will be this one. The card number 3 will be the planet is our home. Let's keep it clean. The the card number 4 will be sustainability isn't a trend, it's a way of life. And the other one, choose to refuse single use plastics. So I think for now we have 5 options. I will add, I will put just 5 options to start with, and add the last one will be sustainable living its ultimate act of self-care. And we have we have 6 different options to start with. Let's see what our generator has created for us. And in this case, we have this image here that's somehow it's pretty. I like it. So I will choose and download it. Okay. If you download it, will be on your laptop. So you have to go here again and select the image. And after selecting the image, you have to load it. And after loading, you have to click on save. So this first has this one, and I will not generate more than 2 just for you to test the tool. And you can do that with different topics. It doesn't have to be sustainability practices, but could be different ones, and you can practice as much as you desire. Uh, it's loading this image. In this case, I will just select other ones from different topics as for you to know exactly that you can create those games. And also, when we are waiting for them to create, in case it selects the small actions lead to big changes, I will have to create another page with a story in it. So I will save this while we are waiting and add other page. In this page, a student can answer to a quiz about this or also play another game. In this case, could be find the pair game or a questionnaire. So I will choose maybe, and I will choose maybe here the option of create a questionnaire because it's something that is more educational. So you can create a questionnaire about the questions that they choose. So you see here, we have a lot of good images. So a greener tomorrow starts with today's choices. I like this one, but feel free to choose or generate yours. Here you can select, I will change this one here and select one from the gallery. I already downloaded, and let's create this one. So we have already some images and some words. Let's save. I want to search for Earth icon. to modify to not use the biscuit. So I will choose one. You have to choose always on PNG transparent format. It's not always, but it's recommended. So in case you like this icon because it's more a sustainable representative, you can go here on edit, and instead of using that one that is biscuit, that is also okay, it's also right, you can choose and personalize to this one to feel more greener game. Okay, so we can modify it to this one, and depending on the story that you want to create with the narrative, it will have different questions, as it will have different answers and also different personas on the game. Okay, so you can select save. Okay, and we can now test our options. So I told you that if we find the small actions lead to big changes today, it will go to more options, and we'll go here, start the quiz, or just quiz, as a call to action should be something that tells them how to act, and quiz would be something more simple. And it goes to page number 2. So the link is created. Okay, and if we go to page number 2, now we have to create our quiz. To create our quiz, we can go to edit, and you don't have to create an initial page for your quiz. You just have to make sure you have the questions assigned. Okay, so I will create a question right here with small actions, um, and to lead to big choices today. Okay, and I will insert that it so we can have a story created on the behind. So we can create an option here that calls from our database, what does the phrase small actions lead to big choices inspire you to do? And then we can put some questions here. Begin making small sustainable changes in their life, wait until larger changes are implemented globally, or focus only on issues that directly affect you, or encourage others to take small steps. So when I'm preparing the game, I will ask you to choose two options on this question that you think that are the correct ones, and put it on the chat, okay? So I can know exactly how you're thinking as us on the green week, and preparing us to the better future. So you have the options here. So feel free to select two, okay, and put it on the chat. I will verify that ASAP. Just putting on. To create the answers, I forgot to tell you, you have to select the questions is in Portuguese pergunta, and you have to load the question here. And after loading the question, each one of these has to be created, and you can add a description for the learner to know exactly if it's a correct one or not, or add more information after you choose that one. And at the end, encourage others to make steps towards. So I want to know what you think. So in case you can share it with us on the chat, the options that you think that are the correct ones. Give some time for you to answer. A and D. Thank you, Pipa. A and D. Great. I'm thinking like you guys, so that's good. Great. So N and D. Thank you, Jasmina, and Pedro also. So yes, I think A and D represent well our goal here. So let's put as correct this option, and D also, oops, this not is supposed to be here, and as this option. So the student, when selects both options, it will consider as right. Okay, and we can choose the image that we select earlier, or choose other one on our gallery. Okay, so we can start now with the game and go to results. So in case it fails, like it has 0 correct answers, we can say try again and add like an image to it. We can add this one or other. You can choose as much as you want. It has one of the correct answers. You can say that is excellent result, or we can have other code here like excellent result, well done, and here try again, almost there. So you can encourage the student, and you can also add image to it, so we can have some design. So let's start now. So I think we have a small template of the game. I will try to run it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Other people that are asked, Arina, Andon, Marigo, thank you for answering. And let's try to see if it works. Sustainable lifestyle practices. Let's start, and let's choose this one. It says a greener tomorrow starts with today's choices. If we put visit our website, we'll visit the website because I didn't remove the button, the action button. So we have to go here and remove it by ourselves in this case. And this is the quiz, but here it doesn't have any options. And since I removed the restart button, I have to put it again. Otherwise, I will not find the one with the option that we want for our game. So let's check again. Start. It has sustainable living is the ultimate act of self care. It's not this one, right? Choose to refuse single use plastics. If you have time, you can do each quiz for each one of the codes. The planet is our home, let's keep it clean. Sustainable living, it's the ultimate act of self care. Oh, here it is. Small actions lead to big changes. Start today. So, in case a learner get this code, you will go to quiz. And with the quiz, it has his option. So, what does the phrase small actions lead to big changes start today inspire you to do? And as you choose, we have the both options here. If you click on both options, we'll be here to choose the result because I just select one of the both options. But in case you want to do it as multiple choices, you can select one and the other. And if you said C result will be excellent result, well done. So the student knows exactly that it has a great score. This is more or less what you can do with interactive. It's just a small demo. You have a lot of different options in interactive and you can integrate as much as you prefer. I will just choose another thing just to show you quickly in the interactive so you can choose and show you how to use AR Studio, okay? Because it's the other thing that I want you to choose. This is the game that is combine, okay? A game of combine, it's something that you can combine words with pictures. It's like matching game, okay? So if we want to combine, you have to select on the option that says combine game, and you have a lot of different templates in it. And imagine that if it choose the student choose option number 2, I can assign this option to page number 3. So in case this code that says a queen of tomorrow starts with today's choices, let's try it to see if it works. Go to start and search for the option that here is the greener tomorrow starts with the choices. If we click, because we didn't give a title to the button, we'll go here to the combine game. So you can do infinite infinite games on one single link. So that's a good thing in it. And you can modify those codes here, but the goal is to click on the icon that has a text and assign to the image. A cat, a fish, a beer, where's the beer? A dog, the deer, elephant, and well, so the last. Oh, sorry. I mixed this. Yeah, when you finalize, you can modify it whatever you want. So you see, even the templates are already prepared for you to not do a lot of different tasks, and you can modify or assign to a new task. So imagine that you want them to, after this, you want to create more pairs, or you want to reduce the number of the pairs, you can reduce it. Or in case you want to assign to another task, you can click on this and go here on call to action button, and you can assign to a different page, or in this case you can assign to the welcome page or to another game, so you can create a storytelling between of them. This could be with the leaderboard where you can have multiple games and gamers, or just a single one, so you can do a lot of different things. Okay, I know this was a short tutorial, but If you have any questions regarding this first platform, feel free to ask, or after the presentation or during the presentation or on our email, we will free to teach you. But I also want to share with you augmented reality games and how to create them, because I think that augmented reality games seem to be so difficult, but are really, really, really simple to create if you have a good platform that can generate you the base. And I will share with you one of the best, in my opinion, for this type of tools. Okay, so give me 1 second. I will share with you the tab. Thank you, Andon. So let's share. Okie dokie, AR Studio. It's a free one. That's a good thing in it because you don't have to pay to access a lot of features. Okay. I have to share with you the screen. I send it by chat. So here we are with AR Studio. Okay. This is in Portuguese. Let me change this to English. AR tool. Okay, so start for free because we don't have a premium account on this one. So let's start for free. And I already have a AR Studio prepared, but I will start one from scratch. Okay, to start one, you just have to create an account, assign your email or your Google account as you prefer, and edit it as a project. Okay, this is really a simple platform, and I want you to know that because it's really simple to create an educational game and just print the QR codes and go to your classroom and show those things on augmented reality. You don't need goggles, you don't need any fancy software to create it. You just need a web page, an iPhone, and you are ready to go. Okay, so first thing, it's add a project. Okay, you can create different types of augmented reality. It are really different ones. You can create face tracking for biometrics. We're not doing that today. You can create geo tracking is when you have maps and you want the maps to be localized as pointers, and those point. Imagine that you are doing a city tour, okay, or a tour at your school, and you want to present to foreign student the library, the school canteen and stuff. You can create a map, and with the map, it will show an augmented reality building. A photo recognition, imagine that you have a poster or you have a flyer and you want people to read it, and when they are reading the flyer appears with the school logo in it, or other software or other things, or a music or a video or animation or an email itself. You can do a slum is when you insert a 3D object on empty space. So you are seeing like a heart or an apple or a house in empty space. AR 360, you don't have any triggers or any markers. You just have the empty space. And when you slide your phone to empty space, as a person that is using it, you will see as different projections. But we are starting with so basic software, I promise, okay? We are sending QR code recognition. So for that, you just need to print the QR code and send it to your students. That's it. So you will be free to go in using this platform. So let's start with the browser option because we have a free account. Okay, we'll create AR. As you can see, you can create AR for a pizza box, for a poster, for your TV, for a game or business card, and we are creating one from scratch. So an empty one. Okay, so don't be afraid. It will be simple. I promise. We have around 10 to 15 minutes, so it will be simple one. This QR code, it's called our trigger, okay? And you can see it as a 3D, and if you click on the left button of your mouse, you can move it around the planet in the plane, okay? So you can move the QR code and you can position your object in relation to your QR code, okay? To select and to insert a picture, you click on this. To select and insert a video, you have to click on this icon. If you want text, you can click on this. And if you want 3D object, that is what we are inserting today, you click on this. If you want to click text, you have the willing to modify the text. So you can put the text in the middle and put it like this. So it can be on the top when you are rolling it. And we can put it like this. So if you are seeing a QR code from the top, it not scares you like you can't read it. Okay, so it's like this, and you can write it, or if you want to modify it, the color, let's put it blue, and we want the font to be bigger. I think for now, is that okay? I think for now it's okay. I let me see if I can modify. I will call did project or did just for to start, and I have to here put it like font size. You can modify for italic or bold. Okay, I wrote did incorrectly. Yes, I did. Did, and you can scroll over. Okay, after it, you can add a 3D model. For those from engineering side, as me, we are creating those models on SolidWorks or other platforms. But if you're not from that type of industry, that's okay. You're not alone. So what we'll do, we will get it from the library. Okay, so it has an open library with a lot of educational tools and already prepared samples. So in case you want to do a brain or a chemical element, or you want anatomy, you have already prepared those topics for you. So you don't have to do it for yourself. My, go- my suggestion here, in case you want to use a lot of platforms, could be integrated interactive with this. So you can put a QR code at the end of the game and say, well done, please check now the figure of a, a planet or check the figure of a brain, so you can integrate it both. Okay, I will start with art. So you can just select on Earth, and it has a GLB format. Format is the format that it's applied to this version of the software. In case you are creating a software and in other software CAD production tools, you can just modify it to GLB. But if you have any questions how to model, we can do another workshop or ask me by email. And we have you see, it's already modulated, and we go click and use it. Okay, so you have our art here. Ta-da! So in this case, it's small, so I will change the scale of it. In this case, I want 3 times, but I have to modify on the 3 axis. Okay, in case you want to know it, you have to modify it on the 3 axis, otherwise will be a lot of mess. Okay, so in this case, we have our art prepared. I think it's big, so I'll put 2.2, and I think it's more or less in the middle. But if you want to check if it's in the middle, you can click on it and it will be modified. Okay, so we have our art prepared. Oh, oops. And the thing is, you can create a lot of buttons and a lot of integrated softwares here, but I just want you to test it, and I want you to show you that it works. Okay, you can't publish, sorry, let me correct myself. You can't use it until you publish it. Okay, so you have to publish your project in order to use it. Okay, it's a simple thing. It will not work until you publish it. So in this case, I have to share now my phone with you, but let me know if you have any questions until now, because it's a lot of information. But let me know in case you have any questions. Let me share with you my phone. So I will save it first, and I will publish it. So you see, it's published already. Now I have to connect my phone, and meanwhile, the Zoom is opening here. The thing is, I have to tell you, is that in case you want to add a music on the background or animation, if someone clicks on the planet, you can say to animate, so it will be rotating. So you can put it and will be a play mode. In this case, direction of 10 seconds, and during it on press, you can put it also rotate, and with duration of 15 seconds. So you will be rotating your object when you are playing with it. Okay, and you can put scene transitions if you want to modify the transitions between scenes, because this is a scene, and you can modify like to put it home. But in case you want to add other scenes to your visual, you can modify them and put it as much as you desire. I think we are ready to go right now. I'm connecting my phone, but let me know if you have any questions because you are all quiet and I'm scared if you have any questions or not. Oops. Such and does it work on Android? Oops. Let me disconnect the audio on this one. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, it works on Android and it works on iPhones. Okay, I have an Android and I have an iPhone with me. It works on both. So let me share my screen with you. And I think you'll be able to see my screen now. Let me stop sharing here. Oh, just 1 second. Okay, I think you are able to see my, yes, you are seeing me right now. So what I will do is that I will read the QR code, and to read the QR code, I will go to the page and I will go here on publish because I modified to rotate, and I will go here on view that you are not seeing yet, but it's the view option here, and you see the QR code and the phone will read it. So I'm now in one Android and the Android will be reading my QR code. Okay, and it will be generating an opening to a page called AR Studio just for web version, okay? And after it, we will be able to read the QR code. Sorry because it's loading because I'm sharing my screen at the same time I'm doing this presentation. So it's not that fast for the first time. Okay, great. So you see, if I scan the QR code, and you see it's loading on the loading 50%, and you see the heart it's moving and the deed option is showing. So you see you can modify and you can go on your QR code and modify. If you click on it, so in this case, if you click on the art, you will zoom in and rotate again. You can create some modifications. If you click on it, we want a website to appear. Imagine we can click on the art and element setting and action to on click. I can go to a link, and this link could be our website link. So I will copy this. You're not seeing it all, but I'm inserting the link from our project website and transition in the same window. Okay, so we'll be like this. You have to publish it again, otherwise we'll not save the option. And we'll go on view. And you see here, it's loading again. And if I click on the button here, it's not showing up. For some reason, I'm missing my for some reason I'm missing my button. But let me check again. If you click on it, animation, and on press, oh yes, and on press and action, call to action, but at the same window, and let's put it again. I think it's my authorizations for the cookies itself and also the other ones, but let it knows if it's not working. I think it's a permission on my side for me that I'm sharing the screen, but it works because I have a lot of buttons that are working. That's it from our side right now. For let me stop sharing my phone. Give me 1 second. So more or less is this. Just stop sharing. Okay, so I know it's a lot of information, but this is more or less two types of platform that you have on your availability to produce educational games, green educational games, but you can change and adapt to different ones. Could be more to vocational schools, could be to younger audience or older one, but in this case you can generate a lot of different products with a lot of different applications. You just have to have your creativity, and we have a lot of topics and a lot of different ways of creating content, infographics, podcasts, videos. You can use those. It is free. Yes, it is free. So the AR Studio, both of the tools, they are free until you want more software and tools. So to create and insert different objects, imagine that you Patreon, imagine that you want to create your school image on it. You can create and import. You can create until I think 10 different QR codes at the same time. But if you want to create more things, you have to pay. But to use this feature that I showed you now, are completely free. Okay, and a lot of applications that you have are generated by these two softwares, and you can also integrate to your website. Imagine that you want to integrate this art image. Instead of using a QR code, you want to put it on empty space, you can create it. Also, you can modify and use the creativity on it. So this is what I had for you guys. But let me know if you have any questions, so I can help you with that. Uh, yes, thank you, Pipa. Um, and if you want, if you have any questions, you are free to ask us any question that you have. But you are free also to check our micro lessons that are really, really, really awesome, and you can have some inspiration there. Imagine that you want to create a QR code about sustainability in tourism, or you want to some information about protecting biodiversity, and you want to create your own game based on that. Um, yes, about the certificates, we will create and generate a form, and I will give you the form. And if you don't receive it on meanwhile, you can contact us, but we will send you by email so you can respond it, and after it, you generate a certificate. Yes, you need to try this the tools first, but feel free to ask. You have our emails and also our contacts on the web page, so feel free to ask. Okay. So the session will be available on Google, on YouTube, and after it, you just have to read it again or see it. Andon, if you didn't receive the certificate, please contact me. I will be glad to help you with that. In case you didn't fulfill the correct field of your email, I will check that in a minute. So Sandra, also I will check that. Guys, thank you so much. And if you don't have any questions, the session, yes, you can come back with if you have any other questions with that. And you always have our emails. In case for those that didn't receive the certificate, please reach out to me so you can fill it again in order to receive it automatically. Thank you so much. Bye to everyone.